Hi there. Hi guys. Welcome into another day, another time that we are going to go live. We are going to do a live session which we are going to be building an AI tool. It's mostly building AI tools all over the time with CiraIQ, no, not CiraIQ, with vibe coding, what we call vibe coding, what most people call vibe coding. So that's what we are going to build. So today, I want us to build a very exciting tool. A very exciting tool. So let me quickly explain how this tool is doing. I want, for example, I take my let's say this background here of my house. So I want to redesign it. So I just want to redesign it. So I take a photo, then I upload to this AI tool, then it gives me a redesign of that particular wall, of that particular room, of that particular house. So that's what I want to achieve with this particular build. So we have never done that. It's nothing. It's something new that we are trying to experiment, and for sure, it's going to work. So again, let me explain what the product is going to do that we are going to design today. Take a photo of a particular room. Let's say your room is not ordered. Then take that, upload to this AI tool. Then it will redesign, give you wall art, whatever, anything that you want. Then it's going to redesign that. So that's exactly what we want to build today with vibe coding, and we are going to see if that is going to work. I already have the tools that I want. Of course, I'm going to use technologies like React, Node.js. Then I'm going to use Anthropic because I have a subscription or a vibe coding subscription. And also I'm going to use Anthropic API key that is going to use to design or to redesign the that particular room. So that's what we want to build today. Otherwise, you can say on the chat, you can like the live session. I will really appreciate if you really like. I will really appreciate a lot. You can as well invite your friends, invite your colleagues to learn together. So let's see how far we can do this. So I want to share my screen. I want to share my screen and see how we can build such an amazing tool. Let me share. So we expect it to be experimental, but we expect it to work. We expect it to work. So nothing crazy. Share. Yeah. So we expect it to work. Remember that it's not it's something that we have not done yet. So we are expecting it to work. So far, what I have is just a basic landing page that is completely empty with no design, with nothing. So I'm expecting to build this tool from scratch. So just upload an image, then in the background does everything that it needs to do. So with that, I just want to go straight to the build. And I already have the basic React app that I've already set. Nothing crazy here. Nothing. It's being used right here. Just testing a template right here. Nothing crazy. I have my AI here that I'm going to text and see if it's going to produce something. Let me check my usage before we start and see how far we are. We are at 22% usage rate. 22% usage rate. So that one should not be a problem. That one should not be a problem. So we just want to go straight into the build. Straight into the build. Yeah, straight into the build. Nothing crazy. So let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, where is it? Let me see. So Remember that we are doing vibe coding, so most of the time I'm going to depend on more than one tool to help me come up with an idea. First of all, we said whenever we are vibe coding, we are going to we are going to think through, and our thinking tool is Anthropic. So I'm going to use Anthropic to design this. So in case you just joined, you can ask any question on the chat, whatever. You can like the live. Make sure that you like the live. I will really, really appreciate that. So whatever we are doing, it's a very simple tool. This simple tool, I just need to upload an image of a building of my house in house. Then I can tell it to redesign. Then it gives me a complete redesign of my house. At some point, you see that you maybe your house is not tidy. You need to paint. You don't know what to do. So the best thing that you need to do is just take a photo, then it will plan for you how you need to arrange your house. So this one, we are talking or we are working with images. You have never worked with images, all those kind of stuff. So that's what we want to do. We have no idea how this is going to work. So let's get into the thinking. Obvious, my model will be Opus 4. Let me go for Opus 4.8 for complex work. Opus 4.8. Let's say I want to build a simple website that is going to use AI. That is going to use AI to redesign my house / room plan. I just want to upload the image of my room, then it redesigns and gives me a new look or image of how I want my room gives me a new image of how my room should look like. So this is the system that I want to build. So this is the prompt that I want to enhance. Remember that we said you can enhance your prompt. So this is the prompt that I want to really, really enhance. So the moment that I just click this and submit this, then I want it to build that particular system. So this one is very easy. So this one is very easy. It should be easy on our side. So I have already set React, JS, and Tailwind for my stack. So for prototyping, I don't want to add a database at the moment. I just want to test these functionalities. But do I need? Yeah, I need to add a database by that for that case. Stack. I want to use Nodejs to set up the backend, and this time we are going to use Postgres. There's nothing that you are going to configure, but AI should configure every single thing. I need to configure my Postgres backend, the Postgres to store images, etc. I want you to create the prompt that I will use with Cloud Code to help me build this system. Note that the UI should be extremely cool and should avoid AI generated text, images, icons, and everything. And the generated text, images, icons, and anything else unnecessary. Let me see. That's how you write unnecessary. And anything else unnecessary should have a senior designer feel. Should have a senior designer feel. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome. In case you are new here, welcome. Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot for joining. So we want to vibe code this thing and make sure that it really works correctly. So it should have a senior designer feel, senior designer, and product developer feel. So you need support. What support do you need, or do you want to give me support in that case? So I need to use uh, Anthropic API key. I want to use Anthropic API key to redesign this. Uh, I don't want I don't want to use any the API keys in this task, but only open but only Anthropic API keys. Create the detailed prompts for me. So this one now should create the prompt that I will just have to paste in Cloud Code, and then it should work. So the reason why I'm doing this is to make sure that my prompts are well optimized, to make sure that I don't do anything shady, and I don't overconsume my tokens. So I expect it to write a very detailed prompt, a very detailed approach on how to approach this product. So for that case, we're just going to wait it for it to spin and do that, create the prompt. Then on the other end, I'm using Cloud Code to do my vibe coding. That's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to initiate Cloud. For that case, yes, I trust the other. So I'm going to use Cloud and I'm going to use Opus 4.8. That is the model Opus 4.8. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. All things like that. So as you can see, now it's doing all that. Navigate to the cloud, create for me. It did a prompt for me. Okay. So it should go through all these steps and then create the prompt for me. Okay, let me see what this prompt is doing. Quick but important reality check before prompt. Anthropic API key cannot generate images. So Cloud can see an image input, vision, depth, but text. Okay. So with only Anthropic key, you cannot produce a photorealistic images. You can be is generally strong. In a design image, the user uploads a photo, Cloud analyzes the room. Let me see. Cloud analyzes the room. Where was I? Let me check. Cloud analyzes the actual room and returns a structured redesign. New direction, color palette, whatever. This actually fits your UI briefly. Editorial prototyping senior. If you ever want to render after photo, you need to extract image API, Gemini and banana flags, replica. No problem, no problem. I know how I'm going to navigate that. Press the straight cloud code one flag on a planning. Okay, it's telling me that cloud can't build, but I know I'm going to navigate through that and build that particular feature. It's not that hard. Let me see the prompt. Prompt. My building. Only Anthropic key is allowed. Upload before and after. Anthropic API key lives only in the node. Yes. Okay, that is the stack. The core flow, the landing. Okay. Postgres schema, UID. Okay. Let me just copy this. Build a product quality website that lets users upload. Okay. So I'm just going to copy that prompt, then paste over here. Then I expect it to build something tangible. I expect it to build something tangible. So I'm going to authorize. I think most of the time I'm going to spend authorizing this and setting up any API key that we need uh, in a README file if we need one. You can invite friends as well. You can make sure that you like the live. You can say hi on the chat. Where are you watching from? You would really like to know where you are watching from, where you are watching from, or where you joined from. So basically, as you can see, first is it goes and sets up the architecture, and basically that is the backend because it needs to know how to store data. Actually, it's doing the backend part. Designer, you can see, yeah, we have the front end designer, then we have the backend that is the server. So as you can see, it's trying to create all these files, the schema SQL, uh, and the rest. That's what it's trying to do. So it's basically trying to do that. In the meantime, in case you do not have any Anthropic API key, you can just go to console dot Anthropic platform, not console, but platform.cloud.com/API keys. So we have a bunch of API keys. So you can just create an API key. For example, you can just create an API key. I can call this API key. Um, I can call it room designer. I do not have any project name, so I can call this API product room designer. Then I can make this default. No. Then I can add, make sure that I copy this API key. Of course, I'm going to revoke this API key after the call. After this session, I'm going to revoke it. So I can copy and make sure that you save that API key somewhere safe. Mine is already copied there. I'm not going to close this until I paste the API key in a safe space. Yes. I already have this env. So let me first save right here in this env example. So we have this env Anthropic model, Sonnet 4.6, Postgres, everything like this. So yeah, so it's now building. The other parts I know was placed. Okay, you can see it's now creating the API key, the env. So it's going to do the. Okay, let me see. So it should. I expect it to build something. You can see something is coming up. It's not yet built. It's not yet built, but we expect it to do something. Expect it to do something right here. You can like, make sure that you like so that it reaches more people. Make sure that you like the live so that it reaches more people and more people can learn still together. So basically this one is working. We expect to make some changes in the UI. So once it's done building and setting up the backend first, then it will go ahead and set up the front end. So basically, in case you, if you have never noticed, for everyone who uses AI most of the time, when you are designing something with AI, first it goes ahead and creates the backend part, the server, everything, the database, then before creating the front end. So mostly this cloud code, that's what I've noticed it does. It goes ahead, spins up the backend, make sure that everything is working on the backend, then now builds the front end because it already has the design. So in case you are new to software engineering or most of these fundamentals, you find that most of the time whenever you are designing a software, you really don't know, you are not that aware, but you design backend more or earlier, or you design backend first before you go ahead and create the front end. Most of the time you find that how much data do we need, how many fields that do we need, all those kind of things that will dictate most of these things. There you go, it's coming up, something is coming up right now, something is coming up. How's the design? Ignore this. Something is coming up right here. Something is coming up. It's actually working. It's actually working. Something is coming up. You know the UI is going to look better with time. Let me authenticate that, allow that. Everything is going to look better with time as we go on. Let me know where you are watching from. Everyone who joined, let me know where you are watching live from. So actually this is building. Let me see how far It's actually cooking something. It's actually cooking something here. Something is really cooking right here. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Let me install the first build, install three. Okay. So this one is really working. So we expect the normal functionality we expect to drop your image here. So I can just click and upload the image of how my house looks like. Uh, so actually I uploaded this image or this kind of things is trying to set up. The direction mid-century industrial budget balanced premium optional keeps of blah 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 direction. So before we continue, let's wait for it to finish so that we can test once it's done. So far, I'm pretty sure it won't work because we have some work in progress right here. I ignore how the UI looks like. Ignore how the UI really looks like. That one should be working. Let me authenticate this. Let me allow this. Okay, allow. It's actually working. Allow. I believe this one should work. Clean, no secret in bundle backend. Looks healthy. So it's trying to test clean Postgres, no secret to bundle. In case you don't have Postgres, make sure that you install Postgres. For example, I have my Postgres right here. So you can install Postgres pg admin. You can install the Postgres admin. Basically, that is the database that you need to install in case you want to use Postgres. You want to use Postgres. So let me verify. Okay, this is one is working. Yeah, just make sure that you install Postgres. I have my Postgres installed. Okay, I need to do several things here. Okay, this seems everything is cool. I just need to set up my Postgres, but I have these commands provided for me. So security live API key played, blah blah blah. To finish the live test, set your Postgres password. Then blah blah blah. Create. Okay, let me set up my Postgres here. This is Postgres. Okay, I need to set up my Postgres password right now. So I'm going to stop sharing. Then I'm going to reshare back again once I add my Postgres password into the system. I just want to make sure that you don't see my Postgres password. Give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I want to make sure that everything is cool. Okay. So I'm just setting up in case you are joining right now, I'm setting up my password, my Postgres. One, two, three. Like this one. Do away with this. Add that key. Close. Close. Yeah, I have already added my Postgres password. So I need to continue now. I need to open everything. So create DB as design. So this is the database name. So I'm just going to do the CD designer. No. CD server clear. Let me run this command, create DB. How do I need my password right here? Oh, let me set up my password again. Create DB password. Okay. Okay. I think I'm doing the wrong password. Password authentication failed for user. It's failing to set up the authentication. So okay, let me just copy that password one last. So let me stop sharing so that you won't see my password. Let me authenticate the database again. Paste. Okay. Just a moment. I want to make sure that this is the correct thing. Uh, two. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this quick fast. Ooh, okay. 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 It's failing. Just a moment. I need to make sure that I check my database correct before I continue. Okay, let it create. Let it create for me for my case. Okay, let me reshare my screen again. No problem. So it's actually doing that. Creating the database for my case. I really don't know why I'm exposing this. You updated command. Mhm. It's running the migration. Everything is cool. Port 5000. Okay, actually, it's setting up my DB. In case you're wondering what's going on, this time is migration succeeded. Okay, all three tables exist. Simple room image and run full. Fine. Yes, proceed. Now restart the backend in VRAMs the pipeline against it running shell. So it's trying to run the DB for my case, the backend. Otherwise, no need to run it for my case. I can still run it by myself. Okay, let me see what it's doing. Where are you watching from? I would really like to know where you are watching the live from. Actually, in case you just joined right now, we are building a system where you can upload an image of your room, then AI can redesign the room for that case. Maybe your bedroom is not well designed, you can just take a photo, upload it, then AI will redesign that room for that. Then it shall give you, or it should give you an output of the new room, how the new room should really look like. So that's exactly what we are trying to build here. That's what we are trying to build here. Guess you're wondering what are we doing? That's what exactly we are trying to do. So let's wait for it to do finish setting up. Every time it spins the server, it ends up finding new problems that it needs to fix. That needs to be fixed. So let it do its thing. I think we are not running out of credit because okay. Okay, let me see how much. Actually, we have not used much. We have only used 24%. We started at 22%. So we are only 24% used. So this one should work. This one should work. I'll show you the output, how the output really looks like. So the output should be something great. For example, if I try to upload something, I just have to click here and upload an image of my house, for example. You see, we have everything here, the coach, everything here. Then I can design, I can think, set up the direction, or optional leave it blank, and design will choose for itself. Budget should be balanced. I can do everything here. Then this one will redesign everything. So let me keep authenticating this so that everything looks cool. Let me wait for it to do its thing. A keyword cloud returns first JSON and return endpoint that board prompt. Okay. Okay, it's actually doing the moment that it finds we have an error in the code that might not make the system achieve its core functionalities, then it goes ahead and rewrites the code. It goes ahead and rewrites the code again afresh. Okay, let's see. It's actually doing something. It's actually doing something. Okay, in the meantime, as we wait for that prompt, I want I want to enhance my user interface. So I'm just going to write another prompt that I'll prompt it to create a better user interface. Everything is working as expected, but I want to design a page that is the UI UX of the website. This should include nice visuals, text design, and everything else that makes UI extremely cool and can hook up someone not to leave without trying if create that prompt that will help redesign the look and feel of the website. So I want to redesign the feel of how the website feels like. the look and feel. So that's what I want to redesign at the moment. So I'm just going to wait for it to write the prompt for me. Then after it's done writing the prompts, then I can just copy and paste it cloud in Cloud Code. Oh, right. Make sure that you like the live. You can also comment and share as well. I will really, really appreciate, really, really appreciate every small thing. Oh, okay. This seems to be working. The server needs to be working. So what do I need? You are ready to run the front end. Okay, let me restart this. Okay, we have the front end that is working. So it's time to test our product without any shame. Remember that we have vibe coding. This is my first design. My initial. Okay. You guys 50502, please try again. Inspect. So we have that response error. Yeah, that means we are somewhere. We are doing good. We are doing good. That means we are doing well. Okay, since we are doing well, we have an error. So let's fix that error and then see what's wrong. Okay, the backend is not reachable. Yeah, we did not start the server. We did not start the backend. That's where the problem is. That user is currently others have the separate terminal. Okay. Yeah, and let me start the backend. Oh, the backend is running on port 5000. So let me see if reading the room. Nothing, the light and material, studying the existing pellets, composing direction. Okay. So let me see if that can redesign. If that redesigns, we are cooked. That means AI can do anything. If that really redesigns, then we are cooked. So let's see if we have any error, any coming error. No incoming errors, setting the room, nothing, no errors, no problems so far. If this is really interesting, you can, ooh, there we go. So no errors so far, redefining more minimalist, no text. This was the initial image. So this was the color, this was just the normal text. It not produce an image. So no image was produced. So let me do this. So let me read what he did. Small bad living room. This is 14 by 12. That was exactly the room. Marble coffee table. This is the budget 2700. So we are now want it to produce an image. The pellets, warm ivory. All right. The plan: keep, remove, add materials. So now, because that is now working up to there, I can read our image, can really analyze our image. Now we need to reinforce it to produce an image. I want it to use the latest and use image of how the house should, on how the room should look like. Make sure this produces this. Reinforce the feature. Okay, let me see if it's going to reinforce the feature, and then it's going to give us an output that can redesign our house or our room. So let's see if it can do that. So this is AI. We are expecting, so in case you just joined, we are expecting us to upload an image. So we are expecting to upload an image. Okay, you can see this is a previous design. Oh, okay. That's cool. So we're expecting us to upload an image right here. Right here. We upload an image, then we can redesign that particular room. Let's assume this is a room. Choose a different photo. Let me select an actual room. An actual room. Where is an actual room? Yeah. So we expect to upload this actual room image, then it redesigns this design here. As you can see, we have the TV right here, we have curtains, we have this table, and we have this sofa here. So we expect it to redesign all that. Do away, for example, do away this. See this wire right here, this cable right here. We expect it to do away with it. Then After it's done away with that, we expect it to maybe to do a better lighting or such kind of stuff. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Image integration. No API key, no image course, fully Anthropic free for image, but requires capable GPU, local setup, Confi, control net, no API key, local stable diffusion. Do I need to use Gemini? No. Flux? No. OpenAI GPT image one. OpenAI image model with photo editing support. One Open API key, strong general quality, slightly less photo proof for interiors. Okay, let me use this OpenAI GPT image one. It needs your key and as image course. So I want to call user. So I'll just go to OpenAI platform dot OpenAI platform dot OpenAI and then create that particular API key. I have already existing API keys. So I can create this from redesign. I can create this API key. Then I need to copy this API key. Let me check. What do you need now? OpenAI. Okay, let it finish. Then after it's done, then I will have to add the OpenAI API key. Just need OpenAI API key equal to this. It should pick automatically from here. It will pick automatically from here, and then it will upload where necessary. So that's the feature that I really want to achieve. I already have an OpenAI API key. That's why you see I'm really copying these API keys. So once we are done with the session, I'll just have to wipe out these API keys. So this is what we expect to generate a valid image. We expect it to generate a uh, valid something valid. Okay. Don't. Okay, now it's doing its thing. OpenAI, they have set its key, image size, OpenAI image quality, all those kind of things. Now it will redesign everything here, then it should give us a valid or a better room. So this is the interface prompt that I will have to edit. You can see it's actually just using almost 62% in 1 hour. 62 in 1 hour. Even though that's a lot. Okay. Did I click no by mistake? No by me. I don't know what I did. I believe I selected no by mistake. Okay, okay, let me see. Most likely, yes, they were safe. Read only verification. Okay. Want me to rerun them? You will check, run migrations, you build the front end, say issue, may go. Okay. So this one should be a really interesting thing to look at once it's done. A very interesting tool to look at once it's done. Once it's done. So it's actually building. Going to give it some time to build. No, this one should not take long. We can do this the complete in 1 day, so we have to do it in sessions. You have to do it in several days or in sessions. Okay, credits are still worthy. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Actually, it's building. So let it take its time. Learning shell. Actually, it's using more tokens once we try to do everything automatically. As we don't want to use so much tokens, we can do everything manually. Manually means that the commands, we are the ones to run the commands and everything. So this one should be cool. This one should be cool. Two nodes. Okay. Run with npm dev. Both your API keys briefly set to an example. Want me to also to design after history. Okay. Let me restart my backend. Check. Hard refresh. So I just hope this works. Since we added an OpenAI API key, design to Anthropic API key error, you have reached your spending limit against your region. Okay. Let me see. That one should work. So we expected to redesign and give us an image of a complete house. So that's what we expect. But we are not sure. I'm not sure. So it's taking its time to rebuild this. Setting up the board. Let me see the output. Let me see the output. So actually that is doing the redesign of the house. It's taking too long. I don't know why. It should be faster. It should be a little bit faster. That's not a problem. We can optimize that. But I expect to see the output now. Okay, design 2, warm. Oh, there we go. Look now, look now. Ah, this one is great. Just look. Okay, let me minimize this. So this is the image. This is the image I uploaded. You see this sofa right here. This coffee table. You have this flower. We have the lights underneath this table, console table here. We have the TV. We have the curtains. Just look at the details. We have this light here. So let me see the new image. The new image is exactly, you see the almost the color is almost the same. Replace this single light here with this kind of lighting. We have the two curtains in which are the same. The two curtains, no problem. This flower right here, well placed. We have this table right here, the same type of table. Okay, this kind of sofa right here. See this kind of what do we call it? This one here, carpet. Different one. Yeah, this one works. This one really works. This one is very interesting. So would you like to use such a product once it's refined? See, this one is not yet refined, but it's really working. You still have the light underneath right here, underneath right here. You never see this. You see this cable here, this internet cable right here. It's no longer there. See. I don't know why it's understanding. You see this door here, this same door here. It's only this image is a little bit cropped, but we have a door exactly the same position right here. Okay. And this one is a door here. I don't know why it's reading it as a window, but it's a door. Don't know why. This one is a door. Okay, let me expand this. So this one works. So this system works as expected. And imagine you have just built this with cloud code right here. And nothing crazy that has been done. You have not refined anything. You have not done anything big. You have just written some few prompts. Is this the same person right here? Seems so. Okay, not the same. You see the lighting here on the TV. All right, all right, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes a little bit sense. Okay, so this is what we expect to redesign. So you can check, you can see, no much fancy design right here. We just wanted to achieve this kind of functionality first. That is redesigning the room. That is redesigning the room. Then we have so much right here, so much colors. Maybe we need, maybe we don't need. I've not gone through them, don't know what it's saying, but I can see the core functionalities are almost done. So with that, with only that, we expect now to redesign the UI. After redesigning the UI, we expect now to do what? We expect now to design or to reinforce the model so that the model does not redesign something that is not in the picture. So you can see it's slightly going outside our expectations, slightly going outside our expectations. So we need to do something on that. Actually, saving on the database, redesign. Okay, this was the secondary design. And this was the first design, design 2. Yeah, with an image. So we need to reinforce that. We need to reinforce that particular feature. We need to reinforce that. How much? Have so much. Still have so much to do. So let's build the user interface, the UI. Remember the UI that we created a simple prompt that is going to design the UI. Oh, we design the prompt, design the entire user interface. Okay. So I'm just going to copy this and it's going to redesign the user interface. It's going to redesign the UI and it's going to make the app look clean. See, this one really doesn't look clean. It doesn't look clean at all. So we expect some crazy UI to happen right here now. Right now. So worry not. So with this, it really proves that we can do anything with AI. We can build any tool that we wish to build with AI. So imagine we just build um, this system that redesigns my room that works with images on AI. What if I decide to make this a little bit great, reinforce everything, and make it as a startup? So it's a very actual tool. I've seen another tool. It's an app that you use to design with AI, but there's no free tier. It's really expensive. There's no free tier. So that means you can use it. You can build such a system, make it extremely useful. Then you can uh, work on it. You can make it a startup of your choice. So let me see what it has to say here. Design brief says no generated images, palette in the hero, but recently added image. Keep image palette, go hero image, hero following brief. Keep the generated after render. Make sure. I need this. Is to instructions pointed to whatever. So this one should work. This one should rebuild the UI. The UI. So let's see how good the UI is. Will look like. Now this one is giving us some motivation to keep going. Since it worked. Since it worked. It's giving us a lot of motivation to keep going. In case you find it interesting, make sure that you like as well. Give it a like. Give it a like. Give the live a like. Okay. Something is coming up. Something is coming up. I can see some refresh. Okay. Slowly. Okay, let me see what we'll have. Can just wait for everything. Now the code design system, the theme tokens, modular type scale. Okay, okay. Wait. Let me just be patient and wait for it to build. Changes are coming slowly by slowly. You're going to see some refresh. You're going to see some refresh right here happening. Something is coming up. Something should be coming up. Share color logic, swatch, components. Why is it not redesigning this part? What part is it redesigning, first of all? Because I don't get it. You can see it's doing a lot of work in the background, but I can't see any major changes right here. Where are the changes coming from? Or where are the changes going? Or maybe it's redesigning this part here. This part. No, not really. Or maybe here. No, not really as well. Nothing has been redesigned here. Or refine upload zone, large tactical, restraint, drag response. All right. Nothing cool. This one is not really redesigning any, unless my prompt is not the best. Unless my prompt is not the best prompt. It's writing a lot of boilerplate code in the background. But nothing is happening, man. So just be patient. I'll just have to be patient and see how everything is coming up. Or maybe it's not going to redesign anything here. It's only going to pay attention to. Actually, they redesigned only this part. Generate redesign. It didn't even bother to redesign this part. Let me see if it's going to redesign this part as well. If it redesigns, that will be extremely cool. Now the centerpiece, the result board and editor spread. Okay, the results board. This is the results board. Board. Is it board or board? Board. It's coming up. It's coming up. Something is being cooked. This is the results. Okay, this was the initial photo, the before. You have a lot of text, a lot of unnecessary text that is being generated right here. But no problem, no problem. We are going to redefine it. No problem. We are going to redefine everything. Okay, let me see. Okay, the output is here. Oh, this is the homepage. Ooh. The homepage is looking a little bit. See your room the way designers already see it. Yeah, the past recent designs. Not bad. The landing page not bad. Mhm. The landing page doesn't look that bad. Open. We read the light material, whatever working in the direction. Option. Okay. I need a style of warm, Japedi, Luxury Boho, industrial premium look. Okay, let me check my previous designs. The designs do not look crazy as I expect, but no problem. But no problem. I expect everything to look premium, but I don't see that. I don't know why. So we just need to redefine every single bit one by one. Just need to pay more attention to it. So the only problem that we have is the UI. The UI, not that giving. Okay. So this one is not giving at all. We shall revisit all this. We shall revisit all this step by step. Okay, you can see it's telling me everything is ready for production. No, it's not ready for production yet. Nothing is ready for production here. So it doesn't look that beautiful. It doesn't look that. So you need to create a better design studio. A better design studio in which that is not a big deal. We can revisit these features later. We can revisit these features a little bit later. So basically, that will be uh, our basic building for today. Then we are going to finish the rest parts of the app later. So we are going to make sure that every single day we build this until it becomes a full working startup. So this one will be like every single step that we take all the way until we make it a startup. So we are going to add the authentication, reinforce the models, make sure that everything works correctly. We have users. Basically, we are building this one public. Make sure that every single thing works correctly. We design your room with AI as easy as just uploading a photo or several photos, and then it does that. It designs whatever you need it be designed. So I don't think if you have anything extra for today. So for today, we are just going to stop there. So let me show you again how this thing works. Why do I only have one image? Do I have another image? Let me see. Okay, I'll have to take several images, then upload and see how they look like. So let me choose this. So let me just play around with the settings. This house should feel boho, should feel premium. And I can reinforce this, keep TV console. Keep the TV console and redesign the rest. Okay, let me check. Let me check if that one can work. If I add a prompt, if that one can work. Nothing the material, pulling the pellets from the space. Okay, composing the directions. No problem. Setting the board. Okay, let me see how this one performs. I want to see how this one performs. Actually, do you know that it's redesigning that particular room? It's doing the redesign of that particular room. Okay. This one will just work in a few seconds. In a few seconds. So it's taking its time. Take your time, redesign, create the image, all the way to doing that. Interior, read from the photo, blah blah blah. Okay, let me see. Let me see what I expect. I can see some output. I hope this one looks better before I reveal it. Okay, let me reveal it. 3, 2, 1. We have the TV right here. The sofa. And the TV console. Actually, did it keep the TV console? Let me check. Yeah, the TV console was kept intact. Need to add this chair here. I will add, replace the light, everything. Not bad. We have two windows right here. Still getting it correctly. We have a flower. The flower correct. We need this TV as well. TV. Yeah, everything looks cool. So this one really works. So this one really works. So whatever we need to do is reinforce, do reinforcement, some serious reinforcement of the model. So maybe in the next session, I'll show you how to do the reinforcement of the models and how we can make uh, this a very functioning startup one by one. So we can see a Wombo lang wraps, gold TV console in the natural nation. Okay, some lot of text right here. You have a lot of text right here. So this one really works. So this one really works. So we just need to redefine and make it a complete working project. Step by step, the UI, whatever we need to do, so that one we are going to make it work. Make it work. So yeah, basically that's it for this today's build. We are going to make sure that we build more. Tomorrow we are going to have the session, still complete the rest parts of the app until we make sure that it can redesign house step by step without getting any errors, without getting any mistakes, step by step. So thank you guys for joining. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will try building a startup, anything that you think in your head. Otherwise, make sure that you try out CiraIQ. It's an automation platform that you can automate your daily tasks, like your jobs, anything, HR, customer support, anything that you need to automate. That one will be cool. Try out CiraIQ today. The link uh, is already in the description. Or let me share the link to access CiraIQ. Go try it for free, and then yeah. So that's the link to try out CiraIQ. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for staying around from start all the way to finish your 1 hour 30 minutes. It means a lot to me. See you in the next video tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. East African time. See you tomorrow.